When I was a kid and I learned that 1-800 numbers were toll free, I used to love to call them. I was 5 years old at the time, and it just seemed like I was getting something for nothing, right? Especially when we would go out and my we used to have lots of payphones. My mom was working at a Chinese restaurant at the time, and outside of that plaza, we had a row of payphones. And I would just call every 1-800 number I could think of. I would dial 1-800 and then fill in the rest of the number. But there's one number that I just thought of that I bet is probably going to be interesting. I wonder what happens if we dial 1-800 and then COVID-19. COVID-19. Now, before I call it, I'm guessing that it's going to be some hotline for information. Let's give it a try.
The number you have dialed has been changed. To access the new 1-800 number,
Man.
press 1 now at a cost of $3.89. Press 1 now to be connected to directory assistance. Press 1 now.
Yeah, I'll pay it. I want to see what's going to happen.
Press 2. Sorry, your call cannot be completed. Goodbye.
Man, I called too late. Apparently it existed at one point. That's interesting. Well, what else could we try? Let's try 1-800 quarantine to see what happens. Oh, there's no Q. Oh yeah, there is. If I can spell it correctly. See if there's any information about where you can go and what's locked down at the moment. Interesting. You would think those would be high traffic phone numbers, but I guess the internet has replaced the phone, right? If it were COVID 85 or 95, right, 1995, maybe some of these numbers would have been up, right? Anyways, so we used to have a lot of payphones, and one of my favorite things to do would be to call 1-800 numbers, or I would call other numbers to see how much the payphone would ask me to put into the phone, right? Please insert 75 cents for 3 minutes, right? Something like that, right? And I used to love doing that. I would call my grandparents in Taiwan on a payphone to see how much it would have costed. At the time, it used to cost a fortune, believe it or not. We take for granted that we can talk to somebody halfway around the world and have video and have it be instantaneous. But back then, it used to be very expensive. Anyways, one time I was at a birthday party. I was 7 years old at the time with a friend, and he and another friend got the idea from me that they should start calling numbers. And my friend asked his other friend how much they thought it would cost to call 911. And they actually called 911 to try to find out. And of course, 911 didn't charge them anything, so the 911 got connected and scared my friend to death. He put down the phone and he just pretended nothing happened. And later on during that party, we saw police cars and an ambulance, but nobody fessed up to why they were there. It was only years later did he confess to me that it was him. Anyway, I love it. Let's see what other numbers we can call. Many years ago, I used to love the game show Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and I would call to try to sign up for it. I still remember the number as a result. 1-800-433-8321. Of course, the show is no longer on, but I distinctly remember long nights of trying out for the show.
Hello, and please listen carefully as our menu options may have changed.
Of course.
Calls are recorded for quality assurance.
We're very excited to tell you about a special promotion for select callers. This will only take a moment. By answering just a few questions, we will find out if this offer is right for you. Are you or is someone in your household 50 years of age or older?
All right, it's a promotion for something. Now, I used to love to watch Unsolved Mysteries as well. And they had an 800 number for you to call if you had any information. So I still remember it. 1-800-876-5353. I even remember the way Robert Stack would say it. If you have any information, please call toll free 1-800-876-5353. I still remember the tone of his voice. Anyways, imagine I saw DB Cooper today and, oh my god, I want to report it. Let's see what happens.
No routes found. 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 No routes found.
Interesting. Anyway, I had some good memories in the old days when we actually called people on the telephone, right? I'm in Wallace, Idaho right now, and we have no cell phone signal here. That's why I'm using a Skype. I'll have to try that, what was it, 1-800-COVID-19 again when I have an actual cell phone. I guess they weren't able to bill my account here. That's probably why I couldn't try it. Alright, thanks for watching.